All right, I'm back with a new kind of practice. I'm using my horde area for practicing and trying stuff out and proof of concepts. So here is what I've done. It's 7 empty stairwell rooms in 2 columns and then one on its own. I'll show you the layout later, but I've done a double kind of curved wrapping staircase in the front. That's just the entry. There's a lot of placeholder stuff just because all my good stuff is in my main house. So there we go. This is the dual curved stairway. This is just an empty like space here. But I was just trying to see how things go. I did a pretty smooth job. The curve, each beam is on a 5-degree change angle from the previous one, so 5 degrees each angle. And then as you can see, they're about halfway up and halfway in to each beam, and that's what gives it the nice kind of curved appearance. So it's pretty uniform. Here is the chapel kind of area, little cathedral space. I made some stained glass ones. This one is the one that I would like to emulate in the future. This Suramar window I used up here was a placeholder because I only had one of these left in my storage. But yeah, I like those stained glass windows. I think they look good. And then if you look up, you can see this is 3 stories tall. This is 3 of the empty stairwell rooms stacked. And there's a Blood Elf gazebo deal and a huge library, and that platform you will be able to get to, and I will show you shortly. So you just come up this center staircase, and you are in what is the very sad and poorly appointed kitchen with just some fruit, and then a little dining table that overlooks the chapel, and you can kind of get a view of the library from the bottom here. This area over here is the bedroom. Again, not a lot in here, just because all my good stuff's in the main house, and this would be the bathroom. I was just doing this to see what the space would look like, if I would be happy with it, if I wanted to replace my main house with something like this. Here's just an example of something I would do in this space. I would put like a little trellis garden over here, and then have a little living room, and I'd probably put a little table here with my Hearthstone cards. And now here's the platform for this kind of enchanted library view. You can see down, and I've got the floating carrion lamps. I put some light wells, and I put some candles around. So yeah, looks pretty neat. These are the secret bookcases. They're not secret. And then these are just pillars. And I alternated them to go around, and I think it pretty decent look about it. So in keeping true with the rogue theme, I did add some secrets though. So you can see these 2 platforms that I kind of have embedded there. So I kind of land on it. I missed it. That's okay. If I had landed on it, I would be able to open the staircase and go in. But I also made this a secret spot right there. And this is where the rogue gym would be, the training area. And if you look up, this is where those platforms are, and then you'd be able to drop down into here. And then this is where all the secret road stuff is. I just populated it with random stuff just to see how I would do on unit count. That is it. I'm not sure I'll be replacing my current house with this one. I really just wanted to see if I could make these kind of curved stairwells, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. And then I wanted to do some stained glass attempts, and I think these are nice orientations. So I'm probably going to use those in my current house. So I'm here to actually take those down, and I wanted to record this so I have a record of it before I start dismantling things. I'll bring up my UI and just to show what the structure is like. And as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's just 2 triple stacks. And then on the bottom, you can see here's the other stairwell room right there. And that is the whole thing. This might be a closet, just as a connector, yeah. So I had 1 point left over, and I just used it as a closet to connect this space. So that's what this one looks like. So yeah, this is kind of the space I'm using to experiment and see what I come up with. I think it's nice to use the second house for that purpose. Anyway, I will post again if I come up with something. See you later.